Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you information about exciting things that are happening right here in this community, and today will be no different. You know, for many, many years, Calhoun Community College has distinguished itself as an innovative institution for higher learning for students that are interested in earning degrees as well as certificates. Well, today I have a couple of faculty members from Calhoun Community College, and they are going to be talking to us a little bit about some of the stuff that's happening there and some of the important opportunities that exist for people that might be interested in moving their career needle forward just a little bit more. Doug Brazier is with us today, and Doug, of course, is a long-term friend because, of course, I have that Calhoun background.
Yes, sir, we go way back.
Yes, we do. And Doug, of course, is the college outreach advisor for Calhoun. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks, Kenny. Thanks for letting me be here. I tell you, it's a blessing to work at Calhoun every day. We're in the business of changing people's lives, and we do that by providing them a pathway to get where they need to go.
And like you said, that happens day in and day out, and that's got to be so gratifying.
It is. By taking a few minutes and showing someone how to further that education and where that education can take them, we can change not only their life, but their families' lives, their children's lives, their children's lives. And it's incomparable of the amount of good that we can do in a short amount of time.
Yeah, and you so oftentimes, along with your colleagues, catch them right at the starting gate, and that's a critical time.
Right, we catch them right as they come in, when they're coming off the street. I tell students a lot of times the hardest step and the hardest choice that they make was walk through that door the first time. Just to come in and ask, what are my educational opportunities? Or to come up to an outreach advisor like myself and say, where do I go from here, Doug? How do I get where I want to go? That's the hardest step that they're ever going to take.
Yeah, and for you to be able to affirm them in taking that first step is a huge thing. I know a lot of times we forget, you know, we kind of get on with our lives and we kind of experience some success, and we forget about the roadblocks that we might have even experienced at times, and the obstacles and the anxiety, intimidation, you know, all kind of things that come to my mind when I think about our students who oftentimes in your arena are non-traditional students, which means that they're, you know, 25, 30, 35, 40, maybe going back to school after having been gone for a long period of time, and a lot has changed in that time.
It has changed so much in the time that they've left high school to where they're at now, and we deal a lot with those non-traditional students. The landscape has changed.
Yeah.
So with the baby boomers retiring and that whole generation of workers leaving the workforce, somebody has to do those jobs, and the technology jobs are booming. Yeah. So it used to be blue-collar jobs, but now hiding underneath that blue collar is a little bit of a gold collar, because that's where all the money is right now. So you can do a 5-semester degree at Calhoun in machine tool or welding, any of these type technologies, and come out making as much money or more as a nurse. You're in that $18 to $19 an hour range after 5 semesters. And if you qualify for a Pell Grant, Kenny, you can come do that for free at Calhoun and get a job that's paying $50,000, $60,000 a year in a short amount of time.
Good money indeed, and that's a great segue to introduce John Holley. He's Dean of Technologies at Calhoun Community College. John, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate being here. And I want to echo the sentiments that Doug has stated already. Doug does a great job for us, supports the programs, and really displays a lot of the opportunities students out there that they can take, or potential students, routes they can take to achieving their dream, looking for the success, how they define success. Yeah. He can help lead them and get them into our programs and help them find that path.
Yeah, and you know, John, it'd be easy for somebody to maybe think about Calhoun in a kind of compartmentalized way. Well, that's the advising area, that's the instructional technology area, that's, you know, whatever area it might be, that's the maintenance area, you know. And we kind of think about it in terms of silos sometimes, but the reality is that Doug is as much a part of your team as anybody out there.
Oh yeah, we have to have Doug and his whole group. They do a great job. They have a little renewed emphasis. They've you know, gone through some changes over there, but they're there and they're getting into the high schools, speaking with the students. They're in industry, speaking with industry, and they're doing a great job displaying those opportunities and presenting opportunities that we have and that, potential students can have.
Well, our area is known for having a strong emphasis on technology, computer manufacturing, computer software, all of those kinds of things. We're a high-tech community, and we're very proud of that. It's been very, very beneficial for our community. But advanced manufacturing is extremely important. And one of those areas I know that you focus on a lot is how do we get people into those industries? We recently had 2 huge businesses move into our area, Polaris and Remington. We have many more that may come down the pike. And so when you talk about the area that you supervise, technologies, this is a very important time to be having this conversation and also sharing those opportunities for students, isn't it?
It definitely is. Kenny, I state a lot of times that we're kind of at a crossroads in this area, geographical area we live in. If you like the way of life we have, the recreation, the high-paying jobs, we've got to have more skilled labor to fill those jobs if we're going to continue to recruit people into those jobs. I tell people I have a personal interest because I enjoy my community. I love my community. I love North Alabama area, and I want to continue to see it prosper and, keep our cultures and our way of life that we've grown accustomed to. And the only way we can do that is to have a trained, educated workforce. And as far as my responsibility, that starts with our technical programs. He named a few of them: our welding programs, our industrial maintenance programs, our drafting, HVAC programs, machine tool programs. They all teach a skill to a student who can go out and become employable, and not just a bottom level employee. He or she can become a good paid employee, a very, very valuable asset to a company or a firm.
Yeah, every time that conversation comes up about careers and earnings, and I think about the last time that plumber came to my house, and think about that HVAC guy that came to my house, and I remember how much less money I had after they left my house, So,
yes.
I'm like, these are some great professions, and there are people out there who are interested in these opportunities. It's great that Calhoun can offer these kinds of things. I know that there's one amazing program. It's the Alabama Federation for Advanced Manufacturing Education Initiative, also called F.A.M.E. And I know it's a partnership between Toyota, and this, of course, provides people with another great opportunity to learn and earn.
Yes, that's a great program. It's in its 3rd year at Calhoun Community College, and it provides an opportunity for a student, as you said, to learn and earn at the same time. They'll go to class a couple days a week, and they'll work for a company and earn a good wage. I think it's $13.55 an hour that for the other 3 days a week that they're working. It's a 5-semester program. They will, complete. It's based on industrial maintenance, and when they complete it, they have the opportunity, based on that company and their decision of that company, to go to work for that company. So it really it kind of benefits our industry and the student at the same time. I can't, I have not seen anything else like this in the state of Alabama. It's been a great opportunity for the students that we have right now.
Yeah, it's just a win-win all the way around for industry, for academia, for the community. It's just a great partnership all the way around. And Doug, as John is talking, I'm thinking about the whole notion of, again, you being kind of like the gatekeeper of kids coming in and older people coming in and middle of the road people coming in as far as school is concerned. And obviously these jobs are not for everybody, and there may be an opportunity for everyone, but there are lots of different things that people can choose to do once they enroll in school. What kinds of things do you talk to students about to kind of figure out what path they want to take?
Well, we start off with a conversation. We talk about, if you want to make money, you need a skill that somebody needs. And if you have a skill that somebody wants, they're going to pay you for it. A skill is in demand. You alluded to that earlier. I had the same situation, the recent cold snap. We hadn't had that many, but the HVAC guy come out, and I was $500 lighter.
Just like that.
Hey, my wife was happy, so it was money well spent. So we talk about skills, and in the ever-changing economy that we have today, especially when you referred to it earlier as well with the cybersecurity. Those are things that can be done at Calhoun on a short-term basis and get security certificates, those type things. But the having that skill that sets them apart from other people. People needn't be scared about starting at Calhoun either, because you can start at Calhoun with a high school diploma or a GED. The FAME program that we were talking about, there are, is there someone in there who's mid-30s?
We have a diverse group,
very diverse group.
age-wise in there, in the program right now. Of course, it is a program that you have to apply for.
Sure.
And it does have a little bit of a different standards than our typical enrollment program at Calhoun Community College. But, you know, once they're in, the great thing about that is most of those students complete that program. And, you know, in the community college realm, that's not always been the case as far as completers have gone. But we have a very high retention and completion rate in that program because of the students and because of the support that they get, you know, with the people in there. So.
Right. Yeah, and that's an important point to make too, because when you start thinking about the investment being made on the front end, to, you know, designate so many slots for students to get this type of training, which is really high-level training with a high potential for return on the investment with a job afterwards. I mean, that's huge.
Yes.
And to know that the investment is made to not just see them get in the program, but complete the program, and you have a high rate of completers, is extremely important in that process. And so as we're talking about this, I hope that people are taking notes and certainly thinking about opportunities to be able to talk to Doug and John about these opportunities. Doug, I think part of your message would be, as we begin to draw down this conversation, is that there are a spectrum of opportunities that people may have. The most important thing to do, I think you said earlier, is pick up the phone, ask the question, make the appointment, walk through the door, at least take some action to get started. Isn't that what you would say?
That's just get started. Just ask the question. Don't be afraid to ask the question. Calhoun is full of great people who are here to help, you navigate this, as we talked earlier. And really, I'll tell my high school students a lot of times, or I'll tell the midlife jobs seekers, if I'm speaking in front of them, the only stupid question is the one that they don't ask that they need to know the answer to.
Wow.
So if they have a question, to ask it, because they can never find out what they need to know if they don't ask. So just ask. Come on, don't be afraid. We're here to help.
Yeah. And John, are you part of the screening process, or are there screeners that actually?
Actually, it's the companies that sponsor the program do a selection, and I think mid-April is when applications have to be in. It's in process right now. Anybody interested in the program could investigate it and go ahead and start applying, do an application, and then they'll have a draft and interview process to select the students. In the FAME program, we select 15 students at a time to enter this program. It's kind of a lower number head count in there than a lot of our typical classes, but you know, I encourage every one of them to look into it, to investigate it and see, and as Doug said, ask the question, you know, come see us or reach out to us. You know, if you're just sitting there, we can't find you if you're sitting there and not say anything, but if you'll just speak up or give us a call or contact us or whatever, we'll help you get through and get into the program or find you a program that fits your needs.
Yeah, wow. See,
Right.
that's extremely important. You're not just going to leave you hanging. This may not be the one for you, but maybe there's something else for you. So we're going to work with you to find that out.
Yes.
Guys, tell us where we can get more information about just making that first step, Doug.
Just go to calhoun.edu. It'll guide you through there. If you're interested in becoming a student, you can go to Apply Now. There's a button up on the top left-hand corner of the page. Fill out the application, which is a free application, and we'll start going through the steps from there.
All right. Doug Brazier is a college outreach advisor at Calhoun Community College. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
John Holley is Dean of Technologies at Calhoun. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. It's an honor. Anytime we get to speak about these programs, you can tell Doug and I both enjoy speaking about Calhoun College anytime we can.
I know you guys are just beaming, so bring that sunshine back from time to time and let us know how things are going. You know, I think it'd be great to maybe have even a student success story one time, kind of come on and talk about what they've experienced, inspire others.
Anytime.
Love
That'd be
to do
great.
that.
That'd be
Thank you,
great.
guys. I want to thank you for being a part of our conversation today, and we hope that you've learned a lot about how you can actually move that career needle forward. I know that I have. Every time I talk to somebody on this show, I learn a little bit more than I did the previous time. We hope that you'll also take advantage of liking our Facebook page, which is Impact with Kenny Anderson, where you can see a video of the show that you just watched, as well as some behind-the-scenes shots of what happens when the camera stops rolling. For Kenny Anderson, I hope that you have a great day.